So yeah, any other questions or any other topics that you feel that we could address off of this particular topic, if that,
Like the one we're talking about.
yeah, the spiritual topic.
Oh yeah.
Any-
How do you think forgiveness ties into spirituality? Like forgiving people, do you think that you have to do it? You have to forgive people for them or for yourself, or do you have to do it
I
at
think
all? to think that
it's
you'll pass?
more so for you.
Like for
It's
in-
not
in
about
general.
them.
Okay.
Because
yes.
Because the truth of the matter is, that person is far gone and he's living his life, his best life, and you sitting there pouting and you still, you know, you have grudge to this person and so on and so forth. It's not healthy, because that's not who you are inside. Who you are inside is somebody who forgives, a loving person, and so on. It doesn't mix with your chemistry. That's why you feeling that way. So, but definitely when it comes down to forgiveness, I don't think you won't forget. Now that's different. Now you still forget because you can't relive life, but you definitely would forgive that person. You know what I mean? And it's not for you. Once again, it's not for them. It's for you. But yeah, I think so too.
That's awesome.
That's how it works.
I agree. Yeah.
Also too, when it comes down to in spirituality, in your family, is there anyone that you have talked to about when you start to experience synchronicities? Tell me, how did that work for you? And tell me your perspective on it. Tell me what you have come to within to say, this is what I agree on, or this is what I don't agree on. Because everybody has they different interpretations about different synchronicities. It's more about what resonates with you.
Yeah.
So if you can touch on that.
Yeah, I have a select few family members that are already kind of like spiritually inclined, either naturally or they did the work. So I most definitely talk to my mom here and there about it, my dad on certain subjects, and stuff. And I think synchronicity is a beautiful thing, all of it, the negative and positive aspects of it, because both of it's teaching you to be aware and to check yourself on something. So it's like you're being cared for enough to like be noticed, to like change something about yourself, or have a confirmation that you're doing good and you're heading in the right path of something. I think numerology and numbers are a very prevalent part of synchronicity, and I think numbers are very, very important.
So that was going to be my next question for you.
Okay.
You kind of went a little ahead, but that's cool.
Sorry.
So your synchronicity, tell me two big ones that you in your early stages of being awake that you have experienced.
The numbers.
Numbers is one?
Yeah, numbers is one for me the most, and then my dreams.
Dreams. Okay.
Like a dream interpreter, and specific numbers to me, and my numbers changed. I don't see the same numbers anymore. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say, for example, the ones that you were experiencing in the early stages, those are just kind of
They never come up anymore.
No?
At all.
Okay.
No, at all. I don't see them anymore. It's just a new set of numbers now.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And now you say something about your mother. Is your mother also experience them as well? Okay.
She's been experiencing
So
stuff
you can
since
talk
she
to your
was
mother
12
about
before that. Yeah, oh yeah. We used to talk about that since I was high. Yeah.
Okay. That's Now, what about any of your other siblings? Are they how do they feel about it? Have you even had conversation
Touch
with
base
them
on that. Yeah, because that's something I always want to talk about, so I have to be wary of that. I have to watch out for that for myself too, especially the time we're in. But one of my sisters, my other sister and brother, they're not as inclined. They believe it, but they don't do the work. Like they don't they don't take the time out the day to like want to talk about it, and then we're so intrigued that we realize the time and it's 3 a.m. type stuff like my sister here. No, but they believe it, and they've seen it through my mom, but they're not as inclined as like my sister here.
I spoke to a girl not too long ago, and she was telling me, her and I having a conversation about, it was about spirituality, but it kind of narrowed down to meditation and just giving yourself time for yourself. And she was saying to me that she thinks that it's more so of, in our society today, that it's more so of a luxury. Would you agree on that?
Like spirituality?
Well, just having time for yourself, taking time out for yourself and just be one with just you and you, so to speak. Like if it was a meditation, if it was to go do yoga, if it was to walk in the park or go on the beach, just having time for yourself to be in that silence, to have that space.
Yes, I believe that it is a luxury in a
It's a
sense
luxury?
to where like people, well, yes and no. In a sense to where people don't have the time for it because they're wrapped up in their lives, but it's not a luxury in a sense that it's right here. Just step outside, take your shoes off and ground yourself and stay away from the concrete jungle. We still have, some nature left and use it while it can until it turns into a building.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was one of those things that she was actually, her and I were having a conversation on, and she touched on it, and she was saying that, that it's in our society today because a lot of people don't have the luxury to be in a quiet place, which is them and them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To create that space between the body and the mind. They don't have time for that. They just, everybody just up on the run and up on the go and just on the hustle and bustle, so people don't really have time. So this is one of the things that she was mentioning to me, and I somewhat agree to her. I somewhat agree to it, that you do. But anything that is worthwhile in your life, it takes striving. Like you have to work hard at it. It's not, you can just, here's the $1 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work like that. We have to put work into it. Mm-hmm. So anything that's worthwhile, and it's one of those things that I think is the golden ticket. Is that treasure at the end of the rainbow that we all seeking for. You know what I mean? So I think when it comes down to that is the treasure at the end of the rainbow. Is understanding self value, self-esteem, just everything about self. So that brings up my next question to you.